Hi there, and welcome to the Docotello Demo. This has been pre-recorded for you to get a sense of what Docotello can do for you, to take you through some of its main features and functions, and hopefully give you a feel of whether or not Docotello can help you with managing your practice. Whether you be a GP, whether it be a physio, or in some other healthcare space, we really hope that Docotello will be helping you and being able to assist you with running a better, more modern practice. Whether you're at a physical location, at your practice, or on the go, Docotello has been built for your lifestyle and for your business. Let's dive in. When you navigate to app.docotello.com, you will see this login screen over here. During the onboarding, you'll receive your login details as well as your password, and you can confirm your account. Once you've done that, simply log in with those details, and you should see your Docotello menu on the left, as well as your calendar right in front of you. The reason we start with the calendar is it's basically the most important part of your practice. This is going to be a quick overview of all the major functions and features of Docotello. We can, during the onboarding, go into more details if you have any questions, or during even the demo, if we do an in-person demo or live demo. Calendar is the first place to kind of see and have an idea of how busy your practice is. Hopefully your practice is nice and busy, and the way that we can then create those events and manage the calendar is what we're going to be looking at right now. Okay, so first of all, your event, you can manage events in your calendar, which is like appointments or any kind of event, by clicking this button over here. If you have no patients yet and you're onboarding new patients, you can simply type in their name here, or if you've got a few patients loaded already, you can select them from this drop down over here. Let's go to Mr. Danny. Let's say there's going to be a 45-minute consult, and we've chosen our consultant room 1, and let's create that. Boom, and it's created over there. And then the next thing we're going to be looking at is if that was going to be a recurring appointment. Say, for example, you're a physio or you're a clinical psychologist, you can also create an event like clicking on there at the time, and it'll automatically update to that time where you clicked, and we can select a new person for that. Let's say Mr. Jan Pinar, and then it's going to be a patient, and we can type any notes we want to in here, and then we'll say repeat appointment for every Wednesday at 3 for the next 4 weeks, and then that repeats 4 times. We create that appointment. Boom, we've got him down over here. And all of these colors in the descriptions can be customized within Docotello's calendar settings. Then once you've got the patient loaded on your system, you can also navigate to the patient file from here by clicking on view. Got their ID number there as one of the prerequisites so that we don't have any double entries. So the first thing you need to do when you are creating a new patient is going to be to put in that ID number. We've got all their major details here. A quick glance, contact details, medical aid, family, next of kin, referral, or documents. Any uploaded documents like ID, scan of driver's license, patient file that you've scanned. This section is usually for the medical practitioner if there's some quick thing that they want to have at a glance and make a note of really quickly. Any treatments on the day as you go about doing your treatment, you would select treatments and type any clinical notes. Lab results, you can upload any lab results here. Any clinical notes can be added here, and you've got your own folder structure that you can actually look at and build exactly to your liking. Any prescriptions go here that you can upload, statements, anything related to the actual patient's account, any invoices you can create from here based on the treatment, any receipts you can create from here, any statements you can create from here. Then you've also got an email function where you can compose emails. Just say, for example, play that one, and it will pre-populate something that you've already created previously with all the typical requisite details, and then you can update the name and update the address, and you can send it from there, and it'll be linked to Mr. Jan Pinar. So you have history of the communication. Then any other further uploads you can do from here. You click and drag from your phone, from your laptop, or whatever device you happen to be using, iPad or whatnot. If you want to create a new patient, let's tap into patients here. You can create a new patient just by clicking on that green button. You add in the ID number, and then you'll proceed to type in all the details. But I also want to show you this wonderful feature. If you click on these 3 dots, you've got this public input link. Now, this is a modern way of having your patient details filled in by the patient themselves. They would then be able to get this link via any kind of communication, whether that be email, WhatsApp, beforehand, even SMS. They'd be able to get this link, and then they can enter their own details, and it will have your branding, your medical practice details here, and you've Afrikaans and English options, and then they can literally fill in all their details here, from date of name, everything, including their medical aid, they have a specific medical aid scheme, they can select from all the different medical aid schemes. That is the patient section. You can also distinguish between inpatients and regular patients, if that should be the case, if you work at a hospital or a clinic. Documents is another place you can store all your different documents and folders in a way that works for you and your specific practice. Each practice has their own system typically, and you can access it from anywhere, anytime, and it's safe in the cloud. Contacts, great place to save any contacts linked to your practice. That's not necessarily patients. So if you have a landlord, if you have a favorite plumber, if you have an IT person, all of those names and contact details can go in here. Moving on to the billing section, we've got treatments, dashboard, claims, debtors, and invoices. Looking at this billing section, first off, we've got treatments. This will be a list of all the different treatments that you've done. During the time, you can choose last 3 months or month or whatever date range you'd like. Got all these options. And just to show you how that would work, if one had to create a treatment with a patient, let's take Mr. Andre Ackerman, for example. Let's open his file. And let's say he's here today and we're doing a treatment. First of all, I would then choose plus treatment. We have the date and the time. We can always edit that. Let's say 4 p.m. till we can type in any treatment notes in here, excuse me, spelling, and then we can measure blood pressure, heart rates, any kind of SATS, temperature, HGT. We can take a picture if there's a wound. If necessary, we can add an x-ray, or we can scan any document that's related to this treatment. Then we can look for any particular ICD-10 code that we are looking for. If there's any condition, select that from there. Any secondary codes, auth numbers, referral doctors, we can add a whole list of those and select them as we go. Any combo codes, any tariffs, we can literally select that from here. GP1, let's add that item. If there's any combos, you can do it here on the fly. And then we can create that as a treatment. And you'll see it right there. It shows up and it is now under the patient treatment, but it will also sit here where we are looking underneath billing. And then if you wanted to create an invoice from there, simply click this little green plus. It's got our invoice with all the details. You can still add any combos, product that will have, say, let's take a needle, add that product. Now we've got it down and we can then simply create this invoice. Invoice has been created. We can add the receipts and download that invoice. We can edit it and we can send it via email. Dashboard gives us a good overview of our practice's financial health, from payments and claims, both cash or medical aid, any accounts aging, any debts. We can have a good idea of how healthy is our practice from here. Hopefully you don't get people owing you money, but if you do, you'll know where they are. Anything here can be exported easily for your bookkeeper or accountant. You can have a look at any claims that have been done. When we do the onboarding, we'll show you a demo within the demo environment that you can see how claims are actually handled. We can't do that in real time here as a demo because it's actually linked to the medical aid switch, but we can show you a simulation of how that would look. Any debtors would be listed here, and your list of invoices would be here. Here's the one we just created over here as well. With regards to settings, you can update and customize anything from your calendars. Statuses, you can have multiple calendars or different doctors or different medical professionals. You can have different locations as well. Any of your branding you can update over here, and any of those details on your letterheads. Products, you can create your own list of products and prices here. We can add all payment types from EFTs to whatever you prefer, credit card, debit card, etc. Your tariffs, you can build a list of your tariffs here and all the pricing that goes with it. Everything here you can see is easy to export to CSV, which is a typical format for most accounting software. We have a subscription plan, which is based on each medical practitioner or allied health professional, but underneath that you can have up to 3 different support staff at no additional cost. That concludes our quick overview, Docotello. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it sparked your interest. If you're interested in having a personalized walkthrough, please visit docotello.com or simply reach out to us at hello@docotello.com. Speak soon.